good morning, everybody. This is Brittany Jennings coming to you from the Seniors Blue Book. And this morning, I'm joined by Tami and Theresa over at Water's Edge. Good morning, ladies.
Hello.
I'm going to ask you both a bunch of random questions. We'll alternate between you two so that people can get to know you. And I think it's fun. You know, we all work together in this crazy industry, this crazy great industry. But I think it's fun to kind of get to know each person individually. And this is going to be a quick way for people to get to know you. Tell us, ladies, if you want to each talk a little bit about it, but tell us a little bit about Water's Edge, location, the different levels of care you offer at the campus. Whoever would like to take that.
Well, I think most important is we are located in central Bradenton, that old Bradenton. We have 252 units campus-wide, and we're that resort-style senior retirement property. So we have villas, independent apartments, as well as assisted living and memory care. And Theresa, if you want to add to that.
Yes, so this is a humongous, beautiful campus. We have everything, as Tami mentioned, from villas, independent living apartments, 1 and 2 bedroom, 1 bedroom assisted living, which are so cute, and large studios for memory care. We have a great staff here. I've only been here 2 months. I could not have asked for a better partner to work with in sales. Tami is just a phenomenal salesperson and just a really great lady to work with. And I appreciate all of her guidance and education. It's a really great place to be. I'm very happy here.
And two, I want to mention that you've had renovations, actually. You had them even recently, but you're still going through those. Do you want to just touch on some of those areas that you've renovated at the community?
Absolutely. I think for most people to understand that any apartment building has a life expectancy of about 10 to 12 years. And when National Church Residents purchased this property, it was already a few years old. So we've just hit that 12-year mark. So we have just completed, or we're finishing the last 2 to 3 weeks of some major renovations. We got a complete facelift, which just reinforced our Category 4 hurricane proof building that we have here for our senior apartment housing. We have also painted the inside as well as recarpeted. So with COVID, a lot of people haven't had the opportunity really come in and see who we are. We have grown leaps and bounds, all new furniture. So we've gotten a complete facelift. And now our last and final phase is actually the town center, where we've held many of our networking meetings for those who have been fortunate enough to see it, or any of our big events. We are actually undertaking, the wallpaper is now coming off and the flooring is going to be replaced. So we are just in that last phase of our total renovation. So I would say within the next 4 to 6 weeks, anybody that's on the come out and see will see a complete transformation of anything that they've seen prior to at Water's Edge.
Awesome. And the next video I'll do is, once you guys complete that, we'll show those off so that people that are watching from home as well are looking for information for their loved one, let's say out of state, and they can't come there, we'll get some great shots of all those renovations. So without further ado, I just want to share, I have not told these ladies any of these questions. That's the fun part about it. So we're going to start with Tami. And like I said, we'll just alternate between these questions with you both. So, all right, are you ready, Tami?
I'm as ready as I'm going to be.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Oh my gosh, I haven't gotten there yet. A neurologist.
Is that when you were a kid? Is that what you wanted to be?
Or is that what I wanted to be?
I think it's an interesting question to ask us at our age still, because I still feel like sometimes I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm going to be when I grow up, Yeah. So I love that, neurologist. All right, Theresa, what's your favorite sappy love song?
My favorite sappy love song? Wow. Well, I'm kind of an old soul, and I like a lot of the old Motown, and so Lenny Williams, I don't know if you've ever heard of him. People that know Lenny Williams are probably going to know exactly what song I'm talking about, but it just tugs at my heartstrings.
Awesome. Well, if it was me, I would have said Titanic. My heart will go on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's
see,
a
I'm
good one.
crazy for you, Donna.
I cry every time. All right, Tami, if you could live anywhere, where would you live?
The Caribbean, someplace warm and sunny and beachy.
Amen.
I like it. I like it a lot. And the water is like crystal clear, right? That blue, like
Yes.
just gorgeous water. All right, let's go to Theresa. What's the funniest name that you can think of for a pet?
Well, my next door neighbor when I was a kid used to have a pet named Scruggins, which I never forgot. It was a little like scruffy dog. I don't even know what kind it was, like maybe a mix of a Chihuahua and a, I don't know, poodle or something. It was a funny looking thing, but yeah, they called him Scruggins.
Scruggins.
Yeah.
He was scruggin', mean muggin'.
Yeah, mean muggin.
All right, let's go to Tami. What would your superpower be if you could have one?
Telepathy.
Do you feel like I've always said the same thing too, but do you really want to know? You know, is like that, like, do you really want to know what others are thinking?
Yes, all the time.
I like that though. That's it.
No, I have no filter, so you always know what I'm thinking. I don't know what everybody else is thinking.
We all have telepathy with you, or well, we don't have to, right?
Exactly.
Theresa, what is your favorite snack?
Everything.
Is there a way to narrow that down?
I love crunchy stuff. I love anything crunchy. Last night I bought a big bag of the snow peas, the sugar snap peas. Those are one of my favorites.
Those are good. Those are good.
Yeah.
I go with you on the crunchy thing. Any kind of chip is my friend. So.
And then of course I love chocolate. So I never turn down anything chocolate, even though that really isn't a snack. It's kind of a sinful food.
Well,
But
it's like both. Like you have to have something crunchy and then something sweet.
that's right.
So they go hand in hand.
I agree.
All right, Tami, what's the worst food that you've ever tried?
Liver and onions.
Ooh.
I won't even try that. Like even the sound how it just comes out of your mouth, liver and onions.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Theresa.
Hard pass.
Yeah. Theresa, what's your favorite animal?
Oh gosh, I love all animals except little insects, but my favorite animal? I love dogs. I can't have any because of allergies, but I love little puppies.
Oh,
Yeah.
me too. Me too. I love also like because I feel like the ocean animals are a separate category. I love dolphins.
Yeah, me too.
They're
I'm
so
a
amazing.
monkey kind of girl. I love monkeys.
Monkeys?
Do.
It reminds me of Ross on Friends with Maurice. All right, let's see. We're on Tami. If you could meet anyone, who would you meet?
Oh, Paul McCartney.
Very cool. Very cool. I would have to go
Who's
with
Paul
Elton John.
McCartney?
Paul, are you kidding me?
No, I'm joking. I'm
gonna
totally
say,
joking.
he has been like my all-time favorite. I
Totally
think over the
joking.
Years, he just never gets old. I mean, he's timeless.
Theresa, you just disrupted the entire internet for about 2 seconds when you said that. We're going to get some angry faces right there.
I'm kidding.
All right, Theresa, would you trade intelligence for looks or vice versa?
Well, I like to think I have both. So that I totally don't have either.
You totally have
Trade
both,
intelligence for looks.
but if you had to
I
pick
would
one, I guess.
I would rather be more intelligent. Absolutely. Because looks can only get you so far. You got to have a brain because you have to, be able to spot different things and be able to deal with different people and different populations. And you got to know what's going on and have that bargaining piece to you too.
Yep. I agree. All All right, let's go over to Tammy. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
Cheese.
Cheese. Yeah.
No thought. Cheese. I mean, cheese is everything, so I can't disagree with you there.
I love it.
All right, I have a couple more questions that I really want you both to answer because I feel like they're both great for you. So let's go to Theresa. What were you like in high school?
I was a little troublemaker, believe it or not.
I believe that.
Well, I had my moments, I'll say that. I was really a free spirit, and school was just not super interesting to me, other than like art class and gym and stuff like that. Yeah, I had my moments.
I mean, you're such an angel.
I did a lot better in college than I did in high school. I think just because, I got to pick my classes and it was things that I was interested in. High school was a little boring for me, but gosh, I was popular. I had a lot of friends and, people always wanted to meet me and be around me, but, yeah.
You were focused on other things until college.
I had my moments.
It's okay. Tammy, what were you like in high school?
I was the varsity cheerleader, president of Key Club, president of HOSA. I was that girl.
I was gonna say, you guys are
dated
like
my husband,
That's how you met your husband.
Totally different.
Yep, dated my husband, went to prom with my husband, graduated with my husband, but just very active, voted most athletic in high school, if anybody can imagine that knows me now. So yeah, I was just the overachiever, and then I don't know what happened.
Well, it makes sense, because I know all the things that you've been involved in Manatee County and everything. It makes sense, that you're president of this and different organizations. But I think I'm intrigued by that, but mostly that you went to prom with your husband, you dated him then, you guys have been together for how many years now?
Well, I'm actually not that long. We've only been married now 21 years.
Okay.
That's
We're
not
even
long
talking
at
about
all.
how old I am. So we kind of did the high school thing, went our separate ways, and then did the grown-up thing much later.
Oh, okay.
We got a chance to go live, spread our wings, do things that, and then found our way back.
I love that. All right, last question for you both. So we'll go with Theresa first. If you were stranded on an island, what 3 things would you take with you?
I would take my new husband, my grandbaby, and chocolate.
Oh, forget about those crunchy things, just the chocolate.
Now, wait a minute. Does the husband and the grandbaby count as things?
You think, yeah, they could be technically
people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can't live without all 3, but let me tell you this about Jerome is that he's a mechanic. So if you know any mechanics, they can make anything, they can fix anything. They're very, very resourceful. They will find a way to get done whatever you need. So I think he'd be great to have there in a lot of ways. And then of course the baby, because I'm just attached to him. And then chocolate, that's going to keep me alive.
No brainer. I think that we'd have to do 4 and add a little bit of an adult beverage to that island, right?
Yes.
They've got to allow 4 things because you have to have something to kind of, relax with.
That's right.
But now, wait a minute. If you bring something to create a distillery with somebody who's handy,
There you go, Tammy.
Yeah, I'm thinking Chip can build and make just about anything. So if I have a pot and my husband, and I would say maybe a nice blanket.
Ah, that is good. Comfort.
Yes, I'm all about comfort.
Yeah, you guys will find food and maybe make your own chocolate on the island. Just get that distillery going. Chip. Oh my gosh. Well, those are all the questions I have for you, which I think we learned a lot about. Well, I learned a lot about you ladies, so I know everybody else did too. So thank you so much for being here this morning. Any last words? Are you guys doing tours, or tell us a little bit about that if people want to come see Water's Edge?
So yeah, we are wide open. We are open for tours. We're open with visitors. Actually, our move-ins are quite robust. We've been pretty busy this last month, especially. So I would encourage anybody that hasn't seen us in a while, please take advantage of the opportunity to come see the beautiful changes that we've made. Meet Theresa, meet Delane, our new executive director. Take advantage of really that opportunity. We also would invite somebody to come maybe join us for lunch because the food is fabulous.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So Theresa, I mean, if you're going to add to that, but
yes, please stop by. We'd love to see everybody and also to meet new people. Call Tami or call myself, and we'll be happy to set up a visit with you. There's lots to see here, a lot.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for playing this first time, round of questions to get to know professionals. I think it's, again, a good way to help kind of build those relationships, and people all want to, I guess, be able to relate to one another. And so maybe somebody watched this and learned something about you that they relate to. Just saying. Like for making their own distillery on a deserted island. There you go.
I think everybody can go for that.
If you bring the alcohol, you only have a bottle. If you create a distillery, you've got unlimited alcohol.
That's
right.
Yeah, you definitely thought outside the box on that one. I like that. All right, ladies. Well, thanks so much for playing along, and thanks everybody for tuning in, and have a wonderful day.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Brittany.